Hey guys, it is Friday, 6:20 p.m. Once again, not much has happened when it mattered anyways because it's 90 degrees out there. Gotta love the heat wave. So I'm just sitting here, chilling, got my AC on, and just vibing. I literally thought about doing something today, but I decided I didn't feel like it, and I certainly do not feel like being out in this heat. But I have been watching a little bit more of Wednesday, and so far it's pretty good. And I actually used to watch the Addams Family when I was a kid, at least some of the episode, and I was actually a fan of it at one point, and I do remember watching the cartoon version of it as well, even when they featured them on Scooby-Doo. So, yeah, it's a pretty great show. If you ever want to find a show on Netflix that you want to binge watch, I highly recommend Wednesday because it's pretty cool, and I also love spooky stuff. Not to mention, even though it's in the middle of August, Halloween season is just around the corner, so it's a great way to get in the Halloween spirit. But we're not going to worry about Halloween. We're going to focus on getting through the remainder of the summer and enjoy it and just keep vibing. I'm going to go ahead and end this part of the video. Like I said, not much has happened. We got a heat wave, so hopefully tomorrow will be better. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is Friday, 10 p.m. and guess what I ended up doing today? I had to oversee a repairman because I finally got my drywall replaced. That is all the work they did, but there's still some work that needs to be done. And also, there was a hole in my bathroom, which it's on the ceiling, and that's going to get fixed sometime tomorrow. So that is pretty much what I did all day, because when you have someone come in to do any type of repairs, you never leave them alone. One of the managers at my apartment was there briefly, but you always have to be there present or have someone present to ensure the work not only gets done, but also make sure they don't mess up or steal from you, because you never know what those people are, and they could say they have good background and all that stuff, but you don't know what type of history they have. So you also got to be very careful. And that's pretty much the highlight of my day. To be honest, I didn't feel like doing anything for the rest of the day. He did get done around 7 p.m., but I just pretty much chilled the rest of the day because that was the longest I've ever done. They started around 1 p.m.-ish. So about 6 hours of observation to ensure while the repairman installs the drywall. So yeah, that was pretty fun but exhausting. So basically that was all I did, and now all I can think about is chilling and relaxing. Not something that I would typically spend my last day of vacation, but it had to be done because I need to have everything prepped before it starts getting cold, because if it's not properly insulated and covered by then that could be a problem. Plus, I prefer to have a nice apartment and not looking at like something from a horror film. So, and it's been, actually, I spent 3 months waiting for them to install it because they were trying to see if there's any leak, because that's also what caused the problem with my wall, because throughout May and half of June, it rained nonstop, and it caused a leak in my wall, which I didn't know until one of the managers at my apartment checked it out, and the maintenance guy came out, and then they realized there was, and my landlord came out, and they discovered there was a leak in my wall, and that's pretty much what happened. So they had to rip off the old wall because it was unstable, and they had to rip off some of the carpeting underneath because of the mold and stuff. So that was pretty bad. So, but hey, it's done and over with. I'm glad. Now I'm just waiting for them to do the final touches. And that concludes my vacation for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video, even though not much has happened, but mostly I just chilled at home all week. And of course I went to Cedar Point on Tuesday, which I will be uploading that video very soon. I'm actually going to save that for last. That way, you know, I'll just get the boring stuff out of the way and use that video as the finale of my vacation week. And that's all for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button so you don't miss a single video. And until next time, stay classy, and I'll see you all in the next video.